Moving on now, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Tajudeen Abbas, has pledged the readiness of the legislative body to consider proposals and recommendations from stakeholders in the final report on the 4 tax reform bills ahead of their passage by Parliament. The bills include the Nigeria Tax Bill, the Nigeria Tax Administration Bill, the Nigeria Revenue Service Establishment Bill, and the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Bill. Honorable Abbas, represented by the Majority Leader, Honorable Julius Ihobere, stated this in Abuja while delivering his opening remarks at the commencement of a public hearing on the tax reform bills organized by the House Committee on Finance. He noted that the bills seek to diversify the nation's revenue base, promote equity, and foster an enabling environment for investment and innovation.
Taxes are the bedrock of public revenue, providing the resources required to deliver education, healthcare, infrastructure, and security. Yet, Nigeria, despite being Africa's largest economy, struggles with a tax-to-GDP ratio of just 6%, which is far below the global average and the World Bank's minimum benchmark of 15% for sustainable development.
In 2023, the total tax or levies revenue collected by the federal, state, and local governments stood at 26.03 trillion. According to the Joint Tax Board, only about 35 million Nigerians pay tax, while only 9% of companies registered in Nigeria are captured in the tax net. This imbalance is unsustainable if we are to adequately fund critical infrastructure needed to build the Nigerian economy to a desirable level.
The Nigeria Customs Service raised concerns over Section 40 of the Nigeria Revenue Service Establishment Bill, fearing that its implementation could threaten the agency's existence.
In the Nigerian Revenue Service Established Bill, Section 1 seeks to completely legislate Nigeria Customs Service out of existence, if you pardon my words. So we raised our objection, our observation also on Section 4S. And in Section 4S, this is also another omnibus provision. This particular provision gives the proposed NRS oversight functions over all taxes and levies.
We do not think that we should contemplate any increases in VAT rates at this time. We think that there is a need for the government to expand the fiscal space, but when inflation is at 34% and VAT is a consumption tax, we do not think that this is the right time for us to contemplate increasing the VAT rate.
Retain the current 20% share for derivation attributed to the location of consumption. If adopting the 30% share for derivation suggested by the Nigerian Governors Forum, we are recommending that it should apply only to local VAT, which constitutes about 55% of our total VAT.